welcome back to Engineering Nature. In the previous video tutorial we had covered this flow through stacked pipe, and in that tutorial I had shown the complete boundary condition and case setup in the fluent for this type of problem. So objective of today's session is to show you complete post processing options available with the fluent as well as CFD post. So let's start that. First you go to the result sections, click on graphics, and let me show you the various contours which is available. In the contour sections there are various parameters, contours of various parameters you can visualize, that is pressure, velocity, density, turbulence and etc. So let me show you the velocity contour first. You just simply select that velocity and just click on display. It will show you the velocity magnitude. The legend will show you minimum value to the maximum value, the color indicating that value of corresponding locations. Here we have blue color indicating the minimum value and red color indicating maximum value. That maximum value we can see like it's a 30, like here we can see 38 point something, 38 meter per second. Like same way we can see the contour for the pressure. Let me rename that pressure contour. So this is how pressure contour is look like, where you can also see the minimum and maximum value. We have negative pressure near to that stacked wall. Now let me show you the turbulent kinetic energy. See, this is what actually turbulent kinetic energy is maximum near to this stacked wall due to that highly recirculation created near to that stacked wall. Now you can also change or customize your contours, that means graphical contours. You can change the legend scale, you can change the color scheme of that legend. And now after contours, let me show you the vector plot, which will give you the directions of that flow. So in the vector, just you click on the vector and just click save display. So it will show you the vector. Let me have better visualization. So this is how near to that stacked wall we have vector. Let me refine that. If we enable the mesh, you just click on raw mesh, and then after if you click on the vector plot, then definitely we can understand easily. You can increase the scale of the vector and the skew of the vector for better understanding. Let me increase the scale. So this is how near to that wall, stacked wall, we can clearly see the recirculations or the directions of the flow. So this is how the recirculation will happen. You can also now let me enlarge this arrow size so we can have better visualization. This is how it's look like. So vector will give you the direction of that particular flow. Now after vector you can also see the path line, which will have a complete track record of that flow. So in that path line, initially you have to reduce the step and you should increase the skip. This is very much important. If you initially keeping very large number of step and small number of skip, then it will create lot of time to create that path line. So this is how you have to always play with a number of skip and the number of steps. So let me show you, refine it again. In that you just go to the edit, let me enable mesh also. You should increase the steps, so number of streamline will increase, as well as you can actually reduce the skip, whatever skip we have. Let me reduce that skip. So it's you have to play with this steps and skip for better visualization of path line. So this is now looking good, and clearly we can understand there is a large circulations has been generated near to that stacked wall. You can also save this contour by just right click on that window and just save this picture. You can customize the size, resolutions, as well as you can also customize the color scheme. We can have grayscale as well as monochromatic scale is available. So whatever your desire, you can save in that way. Now the similar pictorial contours we can derived from one of the option that is called as a CFD post. So you go to the main screen and then click on the CA results. That will actually open the CFD post. So this is CFD post, the console of CFD post. In that CFD post, you have various options for contours, vectors and path lines similar to that Fluent. So let me click on contours and then let me show you the contours for the pressure, velocity and etc. You just select a plane on which you want to see the contours. This is the pressure contours. Simply I select symmetry 1. Since it's a two-dimensional plane, so simply symmetry you have to select, and the variables, that is the pressure, velocity and all variables you can see. Let me change that with velocity. So this is how the similar velocity contour we will get. You can increase the colors also. So after contours, let me show you the streamline options. You just click on streamline and then you just select a symmetry plane where the streamline will visible. Now in that case you have to disable the velocity contour, so clearly streamline can visible. You can also increase the number of points to generate that streamline. Here the customization is very simple and easy. You can also see the streamline with which can start from any one of the locations, so that also possible with the CFD post. So let me show you that also. Now simply see, you select locations where the streamline will start, and you just let me start with inlet. So from inlet there is a number of 30 number of points will generate a streamline. At the same time you can also select step or some other locations from where you want to create a streamline. So this is unique features available with this CFD post, which is not available in Fluent. You can start the streamline and you can define the number of points through which the streamline will be created. These are the points through which streamline will be created if it is a stepped wall. Now let me show you the vector plot. You click on vector and simply on the symmetry plane you just apply that. During that, let me disable that streamline. So simply only we can see the vector. Let me zoom that portion where the recirculation is created. So it's without any effort we can clearly see this recirculation and reverse flow in that particular passage. Now let me show you the another features in the Fluent. Let me click on the plots. If we wish to plot velocity along the axis or along the x directions, so for that you have to create a line, or there is two options, line or rec. In the rec you can define the number of points on which you can track the values. Now let me create the line. I think I am going to create a line on the center portions, which is up to, in the x direction it is up to 200 mm in the length, and the center portions is at 25 mm of locations. So you just create that center line. Let me ensure that whether that line is generated or not. So in the display sections, let me show you whether that line is generated. Yes, that the white color indicating that line is generated. Let me assume this is as a center for this particular sections. Now on that center line, let me plot the velocity values along the center line along the x-axis. So this is how the velocity plot you can create. You can also change the axis values, or you can also change the pattern for that curves. Let me little bit dense this curves. So this is how velocity will continuously decrease, and there is a sudden decrement near to that step. But however it's not that much sudden. So let me change the range in the y directions. So in the y directions, let me instead of auto range, you can select minimum and maximum range. We know that there is a maximum 38 meter of velocity, so I just kept 40 meter. So here we can clearly see that there is a slight drop in the velocity near to that stepped wall. Same way we can see we can plot the pressure also along that center line. So near to that stepped wall, due to the diversion section, the pressure is increasing. So this is how you can plot the values on any of line or rack. Now the last part is all about the magnitude. So you just go to the report and you can actually calculate the mass flow rate at the inlet as well as outlet. So that is what actually magnitude you can calculate from this report sections. In the surface integral part, you can actually find out the average value of pressure, velocity, or any of variables at any of surfaces. Let me calculate average velocity at the inlet section. So this will calculate the average velocity, as well as you can calculate all the variables at inlet, outlet, and all whatever surfaces you required. So this is how the post processing can be done with the help of Fluent. So thank you very much. That's it for today. Have a nice day.